back, everybody, to the second episode of our podcast, Barely Acceptable, where we talk about gay stuff, girl stuff, politics, wellness, and anything else that we feel is just on the edge of acceptable. How are you doing today?
Tired.
Tired?
Tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold and tired.
It is cold and tired.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay, right.
Rough day at work. Lots of people were mean today.
It's because it's cold and they're tired.
Right. That's probably not why, but
Right.
I like to think so.
Mm-hmm.
Got almost in an accident on the way home twice. So that was really not fun.
Were they old?
No, it was a young girl. And then I was kind of thinking on the way home, like, why is it always when someone like, we know we both have road rage like that.
Absolutely.
It doesn't take much to piss us off.
Absolutely.
But like, why is it always when we do get pissed off, it's a bitch in an ugly car?
Because they're mad because their car's ugly.
Because why did you cut me off and you have a Prius?
Right.
Like, it was
no hate, no tea, no shade to Prius though, because they're Toyotas, they're reliable vehicles. But like
every girl that drives a Prius, like she was too young to be driving that dumb. Like, she cut me off and then was.
But maybe
she
was
really
on her
slow.
phone.
No, she was 10
and 2.
She was 10 and 2. She was staring blank stare.
See, that's my problem,
It didn't even
though.
look like there was music on in the car.
That's my problem, though. It's like every time I almost get hit or something, it's either an old, middle-aged white woman.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No shade.
Or it's a young person on their phone or just speeding. Put the phone down.
Right.
Put the phone down. My life, even though you don't know me, is more important than your life.
Exactly.
And do you want to go to jail?
Right.
Do you want one of us to go to jail? Right. Because if it's like an inner Medea, you know, like when she drives through the like
call the po-po ho.
Call the po-po ho.
Okay.
Because I want to call the po-po ho on you because I'm going to run my car through you.
Exactly.
And then this just goes down to that road rage. I always hate when like you or your mom say, "Oh, don't honk the horn." No,
that's just because though, like, people are crazy. Like, you never know who's gonna pull out
that.
You know what?
I don't care. I do not care. You think a middle-aged? You're not gonna care until you care. Until you have to care. You think a middle-aged Karen type lady is gonna pull a pew pew? Yeah. Please.
Well, also, I don't know that like honking really does anything unless they're like.
I don't hold the horn. I just give it a toot toot.
You hold the horn.
I do not hold the horn.
There was a time you held the horn for at least 30 seconds.
I only hold the horn
Maybe
if I have to. Minute. I only hold the horn if I have to give them a toot toot and they still don't get it.
Okay.
Like, are you playing dumb, stupid?
Okay.
Or stupider?
Okay.
Right.
Well,
road rage.
So there's that. But we're here. We made it.
Yeah.
Work days.
I mean, I'm always gonna make it to point A and B.
Right. It's the weekend. We have a chill weekend planned, so. Yeah. Nice. Besides that, we want to welcome everybody back. We got a lot of like love and like people we haven't talked to in forever have reached out to us about the podcast.
Shout out to you.
And y'all know who you are. But like we just feel so like grateful right now. Like we didn't like when we made this podcast, we were not planning on like people even listening to it, to be honest. Like we thought like maybe our moms and like our coworkers, because like it's all we talk about, would listen to it. But like the amount of people that actually, I'm not saying like we've blown up, but like the amount of people that have listened to it and like reached out to us about it, like
I wasn't expecting some people to come out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
But much gratitude, respect for those who did. And I hope that you continue to listen.
Yeah.
And I hope, just because it's been years that we haven't talked, I hope that you send it to your coworker, and I hope your coworker sends it to their aunt.
Right.
And then I hope your aunt sends it or listens to it with somebody else. Like, I just hope that it keeps happening, because we're going to keep talking.
Yeah.
We're going to keep saying things that are probably barely acceptable for other people's ears at times. Mm-hmm. We're going to keep being us.
Yeah.
Because
so far we haven't gotten in trouble for anything we said in the last episode. We didn't say anything too crazy though, but
this one it could get weird.
I don't think it really upset anybody. So
yeah,
we're all good in the hood. Yeah, and then also we kind of realized that like listening back to this podcast, we absolutely despise the sound of our own voices.
Hate it.
So, want to let you all know, we're hurting making this.
And if you hear my voice the same way I hear my voice,
I'm so sorry.
How?
I'm so sorry. I don't even know how you're listening to this because I literally can't stand it. But I think that's like for everybody. I don't know that anyone's like, unless you're like a singer.
There's no way you're in love with your own voice.
I don't know anyone that's like, I love my voice.
No way. I always think about how people who do voiceovers, like, it's not a voiceover when you're like the voice of like a cartoon, right?
Yeah, I think.
Well, anyway, like when actors are like the voice of something, I wonder if they're like, and they make their voice different, like SpongeBob or something.
Right.
Do they like be like, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Or do you think they're like, cool? You know what I mean?
I think they think it's cool.
Like, I think it's like a super talent or like goofy.
Yeah, and like nobody can really tell it's you until you tell them it's you. You know what I mean? Like nobody knows that that's you until you say like, hey, that's me. I don't know. I think it's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought about that. We don't like our voice, but then there's like literally voice actors who do voiceovers of like cartoon things like that. Do they like their voice? I think it's
because they can do different voices, not because they're just like regular, everyday voice.
Okay.
But yeah, so
if I ever find somebody, I'll ask them.
We're sacrificing a lot by making this podcast, but we really appreciate everyone listening, and yeah. So we want to talk about like kind of some things just going on. A lot has happened in the last like week and a half ish that we recorded our first podcast.
Sure has.
Trump is now our president.
Had a jump scare, thought Rod Wave was going to be there.
Yeah.
Jump scare for you.
Whoever started the post, anyone that knows me knows me and Rod Wave are like this.
Right.
He knows me, I know him. We're cool. That's that. And all you Rod Wave haters out there, bye. Because I'm tired of people saying, oh, he just makes music for sad people. Like, okay, but you guys are acting like you can relate when you listen to all these rappers talk about GUNS and DRUGS. You act like you can relate to that. But my bad, I want to listen to artists that I can relate to.
Right.
Sorry. Right. Anyways, whoever started the rumor that he was going to be at the inauguration performing, that really hurt. I was really, really scared. And then I found out that it was all a lie and he had a
But then it was confusing. His concert, what he said was still confusing because you still didn't.
Maybe he was invited, like. Or
yeah, well, he kind of made it seem like he was invited, and then he said.
Who was the other rapper that went?
It was Rick Ross, Snoop Dogg, Gag Me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Gag Me, and then Soulja Boy.
America's uncle.
Are you kidding me? Soulja Boy.
Yeah, so like maybe
and then they were like, oh, I'm never gonna turn down money. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's how Rod Wave made it. He was like, I would never turn down my fans for a check. Yeah. So are you saying that you would have went, or you
no?
I needed him to confirm that.
No, I think that he was invited, but I don't think he's a Trump supporter. Like, I think he might have been invited, and then just like was like, no, I'm gonna actually go to my concert.
It's too close. Okay. Sorry, listeners.
I feel like mine's far. Whatever. If this sounds awful, just turn your phone up, I guess. But yeah, like I was nervous and false alarm, so like we're good. Right. But yeah, anyways, Trump is now our president. He signed a lot of bills that are kind of absolutely insane. But I did see someone on TikTok, because that's our news. Again, TikTok is back. TikTok never left. TikTok was on pause. TikTok.
Did you see how much phones are going for that have TikTok on them?
$1,000.
I'll sell my phone. $1,000. Baby, I saw 10. I saw 10.
GameStop is like buying phones, I guess. I don't know.
Take my phone. Take it.
Yeah, y'all can have my phone.
I need a bag.
Yeah. But yeah, so we knew TikTok wasn't gonna leave. Right. But I did see someone on TikTok like put out like a reminder, because like I've been kind of freaking out with all like the bills and stuff that are being signed or whatever. And someone on TikTok was like, just keep in mind, like, just because the bill was signed doesn't mean it's actually going to go through, doesn't mean it's going to stick. And I did see that the Supreme Court is already kind of putting a pause on the birthright citizenship bill that he signed, which is good.
I still feel like there's just still a lot that is, I feel like we're going to be overwhelmed with how many bills he wants to sign and pass and whatnot, that like he's going to do so many that like we only get the headlines of like a few major ones.
Yeah.
And then all these other ones are going to slide through, and then we're going to hear about them later because, well, duh, that's what the government does.
Right.
It's all to distract us. So that's what I'm nervous about.
Yeah.
Like,
this is definitely just a start. Like, literally in the first week of him being in office, things have like completely went to shit. Guess what? Your gas is still the same. Your groceries are still the same. So everyone that voted for him for cheaper groceries,
even said he couldn't
if
do
he
that.
wanted to do it, he would have did it this week. Because look at all this other shit he did.
Literally.
But whatever. We're not going to talk about him the whole podcast because we could, but we're not going to.
And shout out to Biden for one of the last things he did was make it possible to cancel your Planet Fitness membership.
Yeah.
From home.
Because guess what?
Because bro, first
I'm
of all,
never gonna go in person. So then what? You could look at me and be like, okay, fat ass.
Not even that. Planet Fitness donated so much money to Trump's campaign.
Yeah.
Number two, I'm so overstimulated when I go there anyway. Why are those fans so big, wafting so much cold air? Number two. Number three, the tanning beds, they don't need to be that packed.
No.
Number 4. I'm on 4. Sure. That little side workout room that they have at most is like, 30 minutes. Nobody's in there doing the 30-minute exercise. Nobody.
No.
Nobody. So, you know what, Planet Fitness? Goodbye. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll walk the neighborhood, I guess, and just watch out for the cracks.
I will work out in my living room before I go to a gym. Like, and I want to work out so bad. Like, I love working out. I love doing the actual workouts. Like, I don't even.
And you feel great after.
And I feel great after. I'm proud of myself. But like the thought of just going to the gym, even the simple thought of like one other person being there besides me, literally makes me want to just curl into a ball and die.
I love those gym pods they have, like in bigger major cities. Here, please.
Yeah.
I would work out in one like with you. Or like that's it though.
Or like when we lived in that apartment that had like the
private gym. It was kind of scary though to just not know who could come in.
Yeah.
And like what you could like hurt me. They had like a camera. What's that camera gonna? That camera can't save me.
We'll just be rich one day and have a gym in our home.
Yeah, home gym is definitely a goal on my bucket list in life because these commercial gyms, not it.
Yeah. But yeah, so obviously Trump getting into office was not the only thing that happened this week. There were a lot of things going on. The other day, nobody's gonna care about this. I thought it was pretty cool. A British woman in Norway competed in this marathon that they do every year, and she won. But she won dressed as a polar bear, and I just thought that was pretty cool. She did the marathon in 4 hours in like 20 minutes or something like that.
So was it an inflatable an inflatable
no,
suit?
No, it was like a full-on like arm sleeves. Like it was like a realistic, like furry, fluffy.
And was everybody else dressed up?
No, she was the only one dressed up.
So why do you think? Was there like any backstory behind?
I don't know. Is it cold in Norway? I think she does it every year. I think she dresses up like a polar bear every single year.
Okay, I will have to look into this because I wonder if it has something to do with like climate change and like.
Maybe she's just trying to make a statement. I don't know what the statement
is.
That's
what I'm saying.
But
you guys look into it. We'll look into it because now I'm curious.
Yeah. What else happened? Billy Ray Cyrus.
What about him?
You haven't seen any of that? So did you see his performance at the inauguration?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I just seen clips of him performing because it was like horrible. Babe is losing it. I think he might have like alcoholism or something.
1,012%.
He was like either drunk or high off something at the inauguration. It was bad. Like,
I mean, we've seen what Miley has went through and what Noah Cyrus.
Well,
and there's other ones.
But the thing is
it all looks rough.
So their son,
what's the son's name?
I don't want to say it's Sage. That sounds. It might be Sage.
I'll take it to the board.
Yeah, it might be. But whatever the son's name is, basically posted a post on Facebook. So he has like 2 sons and 2 daughters.
Yes.
The one son that made the post is adopted. I don't know about the other son. But he basically made a post on Facebook or on Instagram.
Oh, son says he and sisters genuinely are worried about him.
Okay, can I tell the story or no?
Well, yes, you're telling the story, but I'm also
I just wanted you to look up his name.
Miley, Noah, Trace,
not Sage.
Christopher.
Yeah. Okay.
And Brayson.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so Trace was the one that made the post on Instagram, and he was basically just like saying like, my dad has like completely gone off the deep end. Like, I don't even know who you are anymore. Right. All this stuff. And then the other son was like talking about how proud of his dad he is and all this stuff. Like, it's just kind of crazy. And like, Billy Ray Cyrus is not the Billy Ray Cyrus that we know anymore.
But that's the thing. Disney, Nickelodeon.
But that's not that, though.
That shit was all like just catfish to us, though, as kids. And then we grow up and we see it. It's all catfish. It was like, all for a check, but then when that check goes away.
Butterfly Fly Away is probably one of my favorite Disney songs ever to be made.
When you just said Butterfly Fly Away, in my head, it was like that. Butterfly fly away, high in the sky.
The Reading Rainbow song?
I can go twice as high. That one.
Not what I'm talking about. You know the song Butterfly Fly Away that he sang in the Hannah Montana movie. I think it was the movie.
I mean, I probably know
Miley
of it,
Cyrus
but...
and him were sitting in the barn and sang the song. It was just, I could cry right now thinking about it. But, like, now I can't think of him the same anymore. And, like, but it's sad. Because,
but you know what, though? You know what's really sad about it? Is he is what the average American white father is.
Yeah. The average? I don't know about average.
Honey.
Not all white dads are alcoholics.
Oh, really?
No.
A lot are, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, a lot are. But I don't know if I would say average. But yeah, it is a problem.
And then, like,
and really sad.
And it's, like, notorious. Like, the black dad is, like, into pot and other things.
Right.
And unfortunately...
That's just stereotypes. But yeah.
It's a stereotype, yes. True. But why is it so... familiar and
but like I just feel bad, and like all of us were like talking about Miley back like a couple years ago, and like when she was on
Wrecking Ball in 23,
and like everyone was like coming for her, which like she was a little bit crazy when everyone was coming for her when she cut all her hair off and like was being crazy.
Everybody in their 20s has to cut their hair off.
But now that like I kind of know like what they've been going through, like it's sad.
Like, it's 100% sad.
I hate it. But yeah,
it's also just sad, like when you think about Jeanette McCurdy and her. When you think about childhood stars, it's just sad, and I think they all have to go through that point in their like mid-20s to mid-30s where like they just like lose their life.
Yeah, but I knew Billy Ray Cyrus was like getting bad, but like watching that video of him perform, you should watch it after this because that video, it was like sad. It was a hard watch. Like it was not good. What else? Oh, the Roman salute.
That Nazi stuff he was doing?
That was insane.
So they're calling it a Roman salute, not...
That's what it's called.
Okay.
And I just think...
I've heard him say that it wasn't scary. That, though.
And then they talked about during the inauguration when the election was rigged, but we're not going to get into any of that. But whatever. Everyone said that he was, like, stimming from, like, he has like autism or something.
He has like awesome. Yeah, he has something.
He was stimming. I don't care. But then whenever Tim Walz's son was crying when he gave the speech,
they called him
because they called him gay. But then Elon Musk can stim and it's fine.
Right.
Whatever.
Ableism.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't even know. I don't like.
It's not able. I don't.
It's not ableism. It's like I don't even know what it is. You're calling somebody gay for crying. That's weird. But then somebody, I don't know. Maybe he's having a tic, and then you're.
No one just does a Nazi salute and a tic though. Like.
And if you do,
that's just crazy.
And if you do, who was that one president guy or somebody who was running for some type of office? He had a speech impediment.
John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Or John. Was it F. Kennedy?
No.
Junior. But John F. Kennedy Jr., I think. Robert Kennedy Jr.?
Whatever.
One of the Kennedys. I literally don't
know.
But
now he's like besties with Trump. Weirdo.
Yeah, I know nothing.
The whole thing is weird.
He was never going to win because of his speech impediment.
But this guy can stem and it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think stemming is great. I stem all the time. But I don't do that.
Yeah, no shade against stemming. Shade against, I don't know, maybe throwing your hand up in the air.
Right. Scary shit.
Yeah. And then also, what else happened this week? The Mac Miller Balloonerism came out.
I need to listen to it. I need to listen to it.
It's really good. It's very.
We do love music, so if we ever like talk about music, it's because
music is going to be probably a hot topic on this podcast. Did you also hear that? Who was it? Bryson Tiller, Jeremiah, and Chris Brown. They all dropped a song.
Oh.
I can't remember the name of it, but I literally listened to it.
Bryson Tiller dropped a song with that guy, Jordan, the guy who made the Kehlani song. You Bad Just Like Kehlani.
Oh.
He made a song with Bryson Tiller, who just dropped. Oh. And then Justin Bieber might be going on tour.
Yeah.
And on our vision boards, we put Chris Brown, but I can adjust fire.
I will sell this house.
And I'll go to Justin Bieber instead.
I will sell this whole house.
We won't sell the whole house.
I will.
You
if
will
that's
not.
What it took to go see Justin Bieber, oh my God, please. No, I've been talking to so many people.
I think it's just like the atmosphere. Like, I just need to be in the atmosphere.
And what is it with like all the people who are like gay now used to be obsessed? You know, I know everybody was obsessed with him. But like, why is every gay woman now, every lesbian used to be obsessed with Justin Bieber? And it's not because he sounded like a girl.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Mindless Behavior with some of them.
Yeah. Everyone that knew who Mindless
Austin
Behavior
Mahone,
was.
I Am 5.
Nobody knows who Austin Mahone is. Every time I talk, they're like, "Who's that?"
If you don't know who that is, please go look up Austin
anybody
Mahone.
Listening
please
to this
go look up I Am 5.
That knows me, knows how I felt about Austin Mahone, knows how I felt about Mindless Behavior.
And if you didn't have a Tiger Beats magazine with posters, what were you doing?
Right.
I would beg for that.
Yeah.
All I wanted was the poster. I didn't read any of the stuff.
I didn't care.
I just wanted every poster to cover my walls.
Right. Yeah. And now look at us.
Covered walls. Oh. We were not going for the same
all
thing.
All the boy bands, all the men on my wall, and then now look at me. That's weird.
Some would argue that masked lesbians look like little boys.
Sometimes. You do get mistaken for a boy quite often.
Quite often.
I do kind of get scared to... No, I don't get scared, but I get scared for you when you go to like public bathrooms and stuff.
I hate going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Especially like now if I have a hat on.
Yeah.
Please don't look at me.
Well, like,
please, I'm literally so nice. Please don't look at me because I have a hat on. I
want to always go to the bathroom with you.
Yeah.
Not that I could do anything.
Just like my mom. Just to make sure you're safe.
Yeah, to like validate that you're a woman, you know?
And then
like I see, like it's so normal, like, and people don't even have to know that I'm like with you. I just like, they see that I see you coming in here and I think nothing of it. You know what I mean?
And like sadly, it's not even like, oh, like I got a nice butt.
Period.
And unfortunately, not unfortunately, because shout out to them, but there are some men out there with nice bottoms as well. So then it's like, you can't even say it's because you have a butt. Like, that's how they'll know you're a girl. I'm pretty flat-chested.
You sound feminine, though.
Like, I sound feminine,
like, I don't
for sure.
understand how people who talk to you still will think you're a man.
I've had full conversations with people, and then they've called me a, okay, sir.
That's insane to me. Like, at that point, people just don't listen.
Yeah.
Like, people don't listen. People don't pay attention. That's just crazy. But yeah, I always get scared.
And I don't, like, walk differently or anything. Like, I feel like I have a kind of a feminine walk. Like, I act like, especially if I have a good outfit on, the world is my runway.
Right. Exactly.
I be cutting it up.
Exactly.
I don't mean to. But if I am feeling confident, I will know. Yeah. I will feel a difference in my walk. As I should.
Yeah. But anyways, you're not a boy. You're a girl.
I'm a girl.
Yeah.
You know what else sucks too?
What sucks?
Is like when I'm using a woman's restroom, of course, and like it's that time. That's so awkward to me too, because I'm like, oh God, they're gonna hear me or something.
That's always awkward though. That's for everybody though.
Is it? Because but then I'm like double awkward because I'm like, oh my gosh, do they think I'm a boy?
Boy that's on your period?
Right.
No.
Or
I don't
something.
think they think that.
And then sometimes I feel bad too when I wait. I will wait for a family restroom if I can.
Yeah.
I don't care. No. You don't know what's going on with me. And if I have to pee, I have to pee.
Right.
So
yeah.
Bye.
Period. What else? Oh, the Sexy Red, the Martin Luther King post. That was insane. We are
disrespectful.
Listen, we love, what's her song? Get It Sexy.
There's a couple bangers, and she just dropped one with Bruno Mars. It doesn't take away.
Her fan.
It doesn't take away from the fact, and we talked about this last night, and I can say it. If you are from a city such as St. Louis,
right,
such as Chicago, Atlanta, I don't care where you are from. I don't care your race. If you are grimy, I'm going to call it how it is. To me, she is St. Louis grime. We watch baddies, and I see women on baddies. Summer. Grime.
And listen, she's funny. Okay, I'll give you that.
She's funny.
She's hilarious.
Grime, though.
But she's nasty.
Meatball. Grime.
Meatball's nasty.
She's just dumpster dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm not
barefoot.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even to me, Mariah Lynn, grime.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do. You could be from where we're from, grime.
Yeah.
And that's,
she just carries herself really nasty, and I know some people like that. And
once you make it big, but you know what? She's also marketing. It might just be a whole marketing, like,
this could
not
all
stunt.
Be fake. But she's also really dumb.
I mean, she did really come from the streets, which is fine. But at some point, I wonder if she's just still playing a role to reach fans, or is this genuinely you? Like, if I can't genuinely sit down with somebody and talk,
no.
Like, I don't know if she could tell me one thing that I don't already know.
Like, because see, what I think about is like, okay, she could really be like from the hood, come from nothing type. Right. You know what I mean? But like, I compare her a lot to Glorilla, and like Glorilla kind of came from the same exact kind of situation.
Right.
She's also like a hood girl. Like, we love that.
Right.
But like, she
food stamps, one mattress, but she carries herself with a different level of intelligence.
And like, she also can be nasty, like in her music, and can be
absolutely.
But, like, she's still like, she knows how to act right. But see, and I don't know that Sexy Red knows how to do that, which
I think is a lie though, because you're out here making music with Bruno Mars, which, you know, he's a little different, but you're obviously doing something in a marketing sense where you're lining up decent jobs and stuff. So whatever she's doing, it's working. I mean, hate to her.
Because look at us. We're on a couch and we're judging someone who's
I'm not judging her. I'm just calling her grime. And if she can show me that she's not grime.
We're judging, but it's okay. Like, we're allowed to judge. Yeah. If you're a public, like, figure, you have to, like, be okay with people judging you.
Yeah.
And I don't think she cares.
I mean, if I could meet her, I would love to chat with her. I don't know what we would talk about, but I'm almost confident that we could have a good conversation. I don't care if we do it at McDonald's.
But yeah, the post with Martin Luther King was actually insane. There's no reason his daughter should have asked you to take that shit
or
down.
anybody anybody in the bloodline should have had to reach out to you and tell you that was wrong.
Yeah.
And for anybody who's, that's just funny. To me, it's not funny as somebody like him who was such a public figure.
Yeah.
That wasn't funny.
It just felt really disrespectful. And that's just the kind of shit I'm talking about. Like, it's not even about, like, the music she makes or, like, talking about, you know, the stuff she talks about in her music. Like, there's a lot of artists that do that, and I like that music. It's just the way she carries herself.
Like Nicki Minaj. Yeah. She talks about nasty. Explicit stuff. But she would never go as far as making a joke like that.
And she's going to be my favorite artist probably till the day that I die.
For sure.
So it's not the music. It's just the way she carries herself and the way she acts. And like, that was just crazy disrespectful. And I don't know. But we'll let it slide, I guess.
I'm not letting it slide. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is somebody catches her in her little St. Louis grime natural habitat. Rock her shit. Because that was wild.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. And then what else? Kendrick Lamar announced that SZA will be performing with him at the Super Bowl, which, not the biggest fan of Kendrick Lamar, but
big fan of SZA.
Big fan of SZA. She's in her bag lately. Making
Happy
a movie.
For her.
Or I guess she didn't make the movie, but like, I'm so excited to see that. We're gonna see that tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll keep everybody updated on that movie.
But meanwhile, while we talking about movie, why is the movie so expensive? We can go to an AMC, $5, $7 even.
Yeah.
A total at the other theater, $12 for one.
But they're ticket. The comfy seats or the recliner seats.
They don't even recline enough, and you're not wiping them down. So now I'm scared that I'm getting lice. I'm gonna start carrying around.
Lice is insane, but
bed bugs. I'm gonna start carrying around alcohol in a spray bottle, rubbing alcohol, and I am. I really am. I really do think I'm turning into a germaphobe. I can't.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally dropped something in the crack at a movie theater?
I'm not getting it. Whatever.
I've accidentally dropped my phone.
No, fuck that.
I pulled that thing out. It looked like it had a melted fruit snack on it, popcorn.
I'm throwing the phone away.
I'm gagging.
Stop.
I'm gagging.
Stop.
So no, please. You say, oh, it's the nice seats. The nice seats they don't even clean. Give me a discount on my popcorn. AMC's are never
clean either, though. What AMC have you been to that's been like so clean?
They're clean enough. You want to know why? Because nobody goes there.
Right.
But those seats are wild. They're not comfortable at all. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go see the movie anyway.
But yeah, SZA's been in her bag lately. A new album, a movie. Now she's gonna be performing at the Super Bowl. Like, she deserves it more than anybody.
And we talked about this too. Kendrick. It's not even the beef with Drake that did it for me.
That's what it is.
It was the song, the Not Like Us, overplayed. It wasn't even that good. But lyrics didn't even slap like that. That's not his
fault that it got overplayed. But I just didn't like it. Like, I just haven't ever been the biggest fan of his, and like
he has some really good music. Like what's that album Mad City? He has some good music on there.
Yeah.
But like you can't make me hate Drake. Like, you can't make me hate Drake.
In a song, I like when he features in songs. Like those are good. But no, I don't know. I want Justin Bieber or somebody to perform at the Super Bowl. Like somebody bigger. Like I don't know. Like
give me another well-rounded artist because I already know.
Where people know more than one song.
Yeah. I already know. People are going to be upset, that he's performing because he's not well-rounded enough for me. I don't think that everybody in the crowd. I like it when they pick an artist that, people who primarily listen to country, primarily listen to pop. I like it when an artist can reach everybody.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like that's where you should start when you pick somebody like that.
Yeah.
And I know how you feel about this artist specifically, but this is an artist I'm talking about because they've been in every genre, and it's Morgan Wallen. Don't really care for the guy at all. He said some really wild racist stuff, but unfortunately he's made rap music with a few different rap artists. Country artists like him
is good.
Yeah. But do you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
He would touch everybody in the crowd.
No,
he touches pop music.
Or like even
he touches Moneybagg Yo. Like he's going to do what he needs to do.
Even though it was strictly rap, like the Snoop Dogg, was it Eminem? It was not last year, but the year before.
A couple years ago, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, 50 Cent. Like it was a bunch of rappers, but like
that's so crazy. 50 Cent and Trump and Snoop Dogg. But I know Eminem's not a Trump supporter, so that's good. You just named people who performed a couple years ago. 50 Cent is a Trump supporter.
I don't even remember if
Snoop
it was 50
Dogg. It was 50 Cent because he was upside down and everybody was calling him a pit bull from upside down or whatever.
Okay.
Because he was looking wild. But anyway, besides the point. Busta Rhymes made new music.
Really?
Yeah, he made a new song that I guess Ice Cube produced. And it kind of looked good. I need to try to listen back to it. But I was like, period. He's like, I don't know, 50?
Older than that. Babe, he looked old when what was
Rhythm
that
and
song?
Flow?
Look at Me Now. Right?
Yeah, but he
seemed old then. That was like almost 10 years ago.
How old is Busta? I have to know these things because then it like throws me for a loop. He was in a Justin Bieber Christmas song. Drummer Boy.
Yes.
He's only 52. He's only 52.
52.
Yep.
Listen, I know they say
his name is Trevor. His name is Trevor George Smith Jr.
I think his black cracked. Because he's looked old. Maybe he just has like a mature face, but like he's looked old since.
And you know what? It could be his voice is so naturally deep.
It could be.
That could be throwing you off.
You sound like a pawpaw.
Who does?
Him.
Oh, I was like, what the shit? We just determined that I sound feminine.
No, he sounds like a pawpaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? The Oscar nominees. We
didn't really look into who it was. Like I didn't even look at the list.
I was reading a few of them.
Let me look it up so I can.
Don't look it up because it's too many. Don't look it up.
I just want to look up like a few.
This girl is gonna be on her phone this whole podcast.
No, I'm not. It's your phone.
On my phone the whole podcast.
I just have to look. Go ahead.
No, there's a lot. Like you're not gonna go through and like they're in articles. Like there's not one like list.
There's a whole list though right here.
But like all of the movies that were nominated, I knew two. And one of them was Dune and the other was Wicked. And I haven't even seen either one of those. But
I mean, I'm just clicking through right now.
Don't recognize not Neon 1.
Not now. I mean, Timothy.
That's it, because he was in Dune.
Yeah. Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Is it Ariana or Ariana?
It's Ariana.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Inside Out 2 is on there or something. I mean, either way, maybe it's because we haven't watched we've watched a lot of reality TV in the past year. And
we haven't seen a lot of movies.
Yeah. Because they're expensive, as we just touched on.
But like even movies at home though, like some of these are movies that didn't even come out in theaters. They're just like movies that came out at home. But like Wicked did get like 10 nominations, which is really cool.
And for everybody listening, we were waiting for Wicked to come out at home.
Because we need potty breaks.
We need potty breaks, number one. Number two, I'm not the largest fan of people singing out loud. There's some people who listen to the soundtrack before they get to the movie and then sing along.
Well,
that was going to overstimulate me.
All the songs that are in Wicked are already songs, I think, from the original
I don't understand what you're saying.
However, they didn't make.
I just didn't want to listen to people sing. Yeah, I just didn't want to listen to people sing.
No. People singing or clapping at the end of a movie, people clapping when planes land, that shit is stupid.
You know what also stresses me out at the movies? Is when I'm like watching the movie and I'm dialed in, and then I just gaze around the room, and somebody's on their phone playing a game, scrolling on Facebook.
Yeah.
First of all, it's so expensive.
You paid $13 and you probably got candy and a popcorn because you don't know how to put candy in your pocket to get in the movie theater.
Yeah, and you're drinking that $17 Pepsi.
You're sitting on your phone.
And you're sitting on your phone playing Bubble Bash or something.
I hate that. Don't go.
That's wild.
Don't go.
Don't go. Or you know what? If you do want to go, or you'd have to take your kids there, at half the movie theaters nowadays, there's like lounges outside. Right. Sit in the chair. Watch a football game. I don't know. Don't waste the money to throw me off middle of my movie that I paid for, because now I'm wondering, where did the movie lose you at? What time of the movie did you get on that? Or they just can't even watch it.
They didn't even start. Like, they didn't even try to watch it.
Yeah. So that's another reason why movie theaters, to me, sometimes just stress me out. Because also, you know how movie theaters notoriously used to just be cold. You have to take in a blanket.
Yeah, they've been
the last few times we went, hot.
But like
why am I hot?
We also have been going in the wintertime, so maybe that's
I don't care. Keep it at the temperature. Keep it at a respectable 68, 65, because you don't know if that movie's going to be full body heat. Mm-hmm. I don't need to be sweating on these nasty seats already that you're not
comfy.
cleaning.
Like, I want to take a blanket in and like be comfy. But then you talk about bed bugs. Now I'm scared to take a blanket.
And bed bugs like to be hot, and now bed bugs like to be hot, and now the movie theater's warm. Yeah. Now it's gonna. I'm telling you. If we go tonight, I will be taking my own, not Lysol, spray alcohol.
I'm going to be taking saran wrap and wrapping the fucking seat.
You're not going to wrap the seat and make all that noise. We're going to take it and we're going to spray it. And if we're weirdos, we're weirdos. But I'm not paying to get bed bugs exterminated from my home or my car.
Yeah.
Or whatever else can grow. That's why the movie stressed me out.
So you want to talk about bed bugs? And how you're so scared to sit in a movie theater.
Say something stupid.
This just made me think of this.
Piss me off.
Do you remember when you let that homeless lady sit in my car?
Callie, I was a kid.
You were not a kid.
I was a kid.
Let me tell this story. So I used to work at Maurice's, which everybody knows what Maurice's is.
Why are you calling it Maurice's? It's Maurice's.
Maurice's?
Maurice's.
Maurice's. That's what I just said.
Sound like you saying Mo. Whatever. Keep going.
Anyways, I get a text from my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time. She was using my car for I don't know what, or maybe you just dropped me off.
Yeah, you like to be.
I like to be dropped off and picked up.
She likes princess treatment.
My bad. I like princess treatment because I deserve princess treatment. Whatever. So I get a text from her saying that she's here. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm getting off work.
But listen, when I texted her, I'm here. Mind you,
that was all you said.
As I'm saying, I'm here. I'm watching this lady in the rain.
Let me tell
you. In the rain.
Nobody cares about her being in the rain.
With 2 bags.
No, that's not the print. That's not the.
Miss her bus, and it's 7 o'clock, 7:38 something when the mall closes. This is late. I know there's no more city buses running.
So I go to get in the car, right? Passenger seat, because I'm getting picked up in my own vehicle. There's somebody in my passenger seat. I'm confused as hell. I didn't get a text saying, "Oh, by the way, there's a random lady in the passenger seat."
Oh my gosh, I was a kid.
Everybody I've talked to about this has said you're in the wrong.
I was in the wrong. I was also a kid.
Everyone, let me know. But you were so adamant on like this was the right thing to do. But anyways,
I've always had just like a helping nature.
I have to sit in the back seat of my own car with this random lady. She goes, "Oh, hey, yeah, we're gonna go take her to wherever she was going."
She was just going home.
Smelled like piss. And
she did.
No hate, no tea, no shade.
And maybe like a little bit of vomit.
She could have pissed herself. She could have thrown up on herself. But my car smelled like piss for at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. I
did clean your car out so bad. You had cloth seats. I cleaned out your seat. I aired it out. I felt so bad. I felt so bad that I didn't tell you. I felt so bad because my heart, it was like a movie.
Right, and
she's sad, actively missing the bus, and I'm like, but at the time, moment, like, I didn't have any cash. I never have cash.
And she had like 5 bags with her. She could have had a weapon in there. Like,
it was only 2.
What if she was crazy? What if she was insane?
Callie, regardless, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for her too. I still think about it to this day. I don't know where I dropped her off at.
She was fine. She was fine. And guess what?
No, she was something may have been wrong.
Next time that happens, we're gonna call her an Uber, or we're gonna call her a taxi, or whatever.
I was a kid in high school. I didn't know how Uber worked. I didn't have cash. I was panicking.
Yeah.
I was panicking.
So you just said, "Let me put her in my."
You know what would have been? You know what have been a better option is if I had pulled around the corner, said, "Hey, ma'am, stay here. I'm gonna go get you cash," and I gave her cash or something like that.
Yeah, that would.
Next time, that's something that I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I won't put somebody who is questionable in our vehicles
without telling me. Yeah. That was the crazy part. But anyway, speaking of things that we hate. We do have a list of things that we hate, but we have to do anyway. So we kind of want to talk about some of those. You gonna read it? Yeah, I can read them off.
Oh, Lord. And also, I realize how much I say Lord, and then we talked about religion. I just say it. I say, oh, God, oh, Lord.
When I'm talking about Lord, I'm not talking about, like, one white man. I'm talking
about... Or if I say gosh, like, bro.
Yeah, no.
It's just something, it's just in my vocabulary, okay?
I'm talking about the entity of a Lord, not the actual physical Lord.
Whatever, Lord. Yeah, whatever. Okay. List.
First thing. This one probably doesn't really apply to you as much, but like, I mean, it kind of does, but everything showers.
Bro.
Absolutely hate those.
Is it just me? Or to the individuals who shave their legs and, everything else, I get cold. Because I have to open the shower.
I have to move the water
Number one, I have to move the water to the wall so that it doesn't get out of the shower. Then I have to open up the shower curtain because I have to see it. I have to have more light because we don't have no light really in the shower.
Yeah, no.
And then I have to have glasses on to make sure I'm actually seeing what I can do because I'm blind.
Right.
So it's cold. It's stupid. And so that's why I only do it. I won't say when necessary, but I take care of myself. But it's cold and it's terrible,
but,
like, and I hate doing it.
Simply washing my hair, I absolutely hate it because
I can get that done quick.
But then you don't have to do your hair. Like, I have to shampoo my hair twice. You don't do that.
I shampoo my hair twice.
Okay, well,
I do a quick.
So you shampoo your hair, you condition it, you get out, you put product in it. Maybe you might put a bonnet on, and then you're done.
Yeah.
I have to get
out. It's a lifestyle, man.
I can't let my hair just like air dry. I just hate it. I hate it. I hate everything showers. Everyone who romanticizes them on TikTok, good for you. Make your cute little videos, but it's not fun.
It's not.
Nobody
fun.
Actually enjoys it because mine.
I do enjoy like getting out whenever it's all said and done, and you can lay down and your legs are velvetly smooth.
Yeah, like with a pair of silk pajamas in our clean.
I didn't say that.
Well, I like my silk jammies.
Yes, you do.
But in a pair of silk pajamas with freshly shaved.
And bro, shaving your armpits. That itches so bad. I hate it.
Maybe we might be doing it wrong, but every time
it's always day 2 for me. It's always day 2. It's never day 1. But it's like day 2 when I wake up in the morning and I have to put deodorant on. And then I have to
get out of the shower, put lotion on while my hair is wet, so then I'm cold.
Right.
And it's a horrible thing. I don't like everything showered.
Or I hate it in the summer. You get out, you do all that work, and then you're like still sweating. Like, bro, I just got clean. Yeah. I hate it.
This next one's kind of a like no-brainer. Cleaning, chores.
It's stupid.
Specifically, like laundry.
I have to do it.
Taking out the trash. I hate taking out the trash.
Because we're putting trash into a trash bag. And I've thought of many, many ways for us to minimize our trash. Like, should we start composting? Should we do this?
No.
You can't compost cat litter, bro.
No.
So, and then, train your cat how to go in the toilet. No. It's not happening. I don't want my cat's paws where I set my bottom or my company. I can't do it. So I don't know what to do about it. It's sad. Trash is sad to me. Putting trash in a bag and then throwing it where I know it's going to go into a landfill. I mean, we have a recycling bin. When that fills up, we take it to another big recycling bin. But trash is just so sad.
Yeah, it's sad. But I hate doing it. I hate cleaning. I hate cleaning the fridge. I would rather throw the fridge away every month and get a new one than clean the fridge. Like, I absolutely despise it. I know it needs done. We do it. We don't have a dirty fridge.
No.
But I hate doing it. We have a very clean home because we both actually enjoy cleaning.
I hate filth.
But the act of, like, doing some of the cleaning, I don't mind mopping. I like mopping. I like wiping things down.
I love vacuuming.
Yeah.
You know I love vacuuming.
Yeah. She'll be vacuuming at 6 a.m., which is insane behavior. But
the earliest I can vacuum, the better. I
also hate cleaning the toilet.
I like wiping windows down.
It feels trifling. Like, it's disgusting to clean our toilet. Our toilet's never nasty, but, like, just the thought of, like, everyone has been pissing and shitting in this, and I'm just here. I do wear gloves when I clean the toilet.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need a hazmat suit and a mask.
Yeah, it's just, there's something about knowing that that's where bodily waste goes.
It's just disgusting.
Yeah. People that vomit in toilets, which this is something.
Where else are you going to vomit?
Honey, do it in a bag. Do it in a bag.
In a bag, and then you have to keep that.
Throw it away. Which I know we just talked about trash, and that's so sad. But to me, I'm not going to vomit where somebody just shit an hour ago.
I've never put my face on a toilet.
I can't. I don't know. I don't know what. I can't. I don't care.
My bathroom, my toilet, I will vomit in. But if I have to vomit out in public, I promise you, I'm standing up and
now, mind you, I've only vomited like 7 times in my entire life.
You're not a thrower
but
ever.
If it's time for me to throw up, the toilet is like one of the last places I want to go to throw up.
That's actually crazy.
I would feel better to do it in the sink and pour bleach in it.
No, because I'm like, if I see throw up,
I know. So and sometimes if it's chunky, you can't do it in the sink. All I'm saying is, I don't know where to throw up. I don't do it often. So hopefully I'll just stop thinking about it.
Okay. Well, I like throwing up in a toilet if I have to throw up so I can flush it and not think about it anymore. Next one, obviously homework. Like, we hate doing homework.
I thought you said homework. Homework is stupid. I hate discussion posts. I'm interacting with my peers. I'm responding saying good things. They're responding not saying good things at all. I read some people's discussion posts. They're not following the rules. I would hate to know what their grade is because there's no way that they are interpreting the same question that I have to respond to.
Did we really just read the same thing?
Yeah.
Because I don't think so.
Some people in my class, this is not a Facebook post.
No.
This is school. This is something you have
saying LOL
to sign up
on an
for.
Assignment is crazy behavior. That's crazy
or like,
work.
Haha. What's funny? This is homework. There's nothing funny about this.
No, this is serious.
Like, you're paying for this school.
People are insane and don't take school seriously.
I also think that sometimes school can be stupid because I met a lot of people who have like degrees. Stupid. Dumb as a doorknob.
Going to school does not make you smart.
No.
At all.
No. But I'm happy that I'm going, but then it just makes me question some other people in the world.
Yeah. This next one, not really so much you because you don't mind it, but I absolutely hate it.
What?
Having to make like phone calls to someone.
No, I will change my outlook on it. I don't mind it. Sometimes it's the quickest way to get something done. I will say what I hate is when you tell me I can sign up for something over the phone through an email. There's like a link. Here, click this, boom, boom. And then that doesn't work. And then it's like, oh, you have to call somebody. And then you call somebody. And then that person's like, well, you're supposed to do it through the... And then you have to explain to them that the online version is not working. And then they're like, oh, well, then I can help you. Why are you questioning me to begin with? No. If I called you in the first place and told you it wasn't working, don't make me crash out on you.
Right.
Let's get this done.
Literally, though, any phone call makes me want to crash out.
And shout out to Tamia. That's who helped me this morning with PNC. Thank you. Because you were very respectful. We got it done.
See this? Thank you.
It was a 13-minute phone call. She changed my name, did a dispute. That leads into that next one probably. About disputing.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
The next one is kind of similar though, which you do this a lot, so
what?
I don't see why you would hate it, but I absolutely hate it. Small talk. Because why the hell are we talking about the weather?
No,
why are we talking about the weather?
You know what my thing is? When you're like in passing, it's like, oh, how are you? And then I say, good. And then I have to say back to you, how are you? Because you just asked me how I was doing, and we both just say good.
Yeah.
Just wave then. Don't talk, just wave.
Like, it's always about the weather. Like, there's a million other things we can talk about on this earth, but like the only thing people feel safe enough to talk about with a complete stranger is the weather.
My small talk is always food. What'd you have for lunch? I don't want to talk about it. But
like when I have like people come in and like at my job,
I small talked with somebody at your job yesterday about her shoes.
Okay, but
my small talk is not normal.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I just don't like small talk. I don't like having to talk about the weather. I don't like having to talk about.
I'm good at small talk.
Oh, it's supposed to snow next weekend. Like that's stupid. I don't care. It is stupid. I don't care. Like we're all on the same earth. We all see the same things. We feel the same feelings. Yes. We don't have to talk about it.
Or I hate when somebody's like, "Oh my gosh, it's gonna snow," and they're like, "Really?" Why would I lie?
I know.
Why would I lie about what's on your weather app, bro?
Talking about the weather is the dumbest thing to ever exist. I'm just over it. Okay. Especially living in a place like Illinois where you're like, yep, that's Illinois weather for you. Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Okay. Anyways, let's see. Tipping. So tipping folks, is. Hold on. I just want to say, no hate, no tea, no shade. I know a lot of servers and baristas and stuff like that. That's how you make your bank is by tips. But tipping culture now is
it's out of pocket.
Literally insane. Because why am I like I go to the tropical smoothie. I go and order my food. You're not doing anything extra for me except making the food I order. Why are you flipping that damn iPad around asking for a tip?
Same thing with Starbucks. Like,
yeah.
It's your job.
I know.
I don't get tipped when I work in healthcare to
the only time
do something for them
for real is obviously when we're at restaurants because like you're like physically walking, and I know that that's how they make like decent money or whatever. And then when they ask it like Taco Bell or Panda Express to like round up, I'm like, well, yeah, because I like even numbers, so you got me there.
Yeah, you only got me there because of that.
Yeah, I just like even numbers.
Yeah,
but tipping is crazy.
Tipping is crazy, especially at these kiosk things.
That was your fault.
We were tipping. And
at Texas Roadhouse, mind you, which is the most like chaotic environment. Don't know why.
Music,
we just tried to go there to have like a little evening to like talk about our day, like whatever. Couldn't do that. Couldn't talk. Couldn't get a word out.
Bro, they hit that little dance. That little dancey dance stresses me out. Talk about woo. Then it was like 3 people's birthday, so you have to say hee haw. I don't know why we go there either. I'm over it.
Like we would not be going there.
Yeah. Then that guy walked out of the bathroom. Big ass Trump hat. Fuck you. I hope your tires are flat. Then I'm going to tip on the kiosk. Speaking of even numbers, I'm like, there's 4 options. It was like 12%, 18%, 22%, whatever. I'm like, I'm just going to round up and make the total $30 or whatever it was. No. And they don't even let you accept and like validate what you were trying to do. And it tipped our server $30. So if
you crashed out, bro.
Crashed out.
I know you crashed out because it was like a crazy, like a chaotic environment, and like
it was a chaotic environment, and our meal wasn't even $30 because when we go places, we split stuff because we don't like to bring home leftovers, and because I don't need my back's big enough. I don't need to eat anymore, and we had a coupon, whatever. We share a meal sometimes, but I was crashing out because our meal wasn't even $30. So yeah, I'm gonna crash out, and I was still giving the girl like an $8 tip.
Yeah,
it was an $8 or $9 tip, and really all you did, she did bring us some rolls to go. Shout out to her.
It was like $18 for our dinner.
It was like 23, 22, 23. It was it wasn't expensive.
No.
The moral of the story is, don't have me tipping on this kiosk thing, and don't have the music that loud.
Yeah, no, that place is so chaotic.
I understand why babies go there and scream.
Everyone that's there too is like obviously Trump supporters, obviously like big America, like, and I'm just over it. Like,
and sometimes I'm gonna keep, oh, you guys could take it to go. Well, sometimes I like to go sit in a booth and like not bring it home. It's a whole thing. Whatever.
We literally go there for the rolls and the butter, and that's it. Because their food really is kind of mid. Like, it's not even that good.
For sure. I make steaks at home way better.
The next one.
Okay.
Singing happy birthday to people.
Awkward as hell.
I hate that shit. Or when people sing happy birthday for, like, to you, like,
yeah.
My job, I really like it. It's really cute. But, like, the team sings happy birthday to everybody on their birthday. Like,
I'm scared.
And it's the cutest thing ever. Like, it's really sweet. But it's so awkward. People are singing happy birthday to me. What am I supposed to do? Clap along,
or like also
nod my head.
I hate when like you sing happy birthday and then there's like all these like traditional like, oh no, keep it going. Oh, like no.
Yeah.
No, please. Like, I beg of you, let me blow this candle out. Let's be done and let's eat this cake or these cupcakes or whatever you're having.
It's just so like it is the most awkward thing ever.
Wild.
Like, I hate it. Next one kind of falls in line with that. The national anthem. Hate doing that shit.
One Nation under what?
Under who?
So
I
weird.
hate the national anthem so much. Like, to stand up at a game and like I understand.
And the
like,
Pledge of Allegiance, like it's just so awkward, bro.
I kind of get the whole like idea behind it. I understand the intentions of doing it, but having to stand up, put my hand on my heart, say all this stuff that I don't necessarily believe in a world where like we live in right now.
Yeah.
Like,
and then they throw fits like when like athletes don't do it. If that's what they believe, we say this is a free country,
it's
freedom
not
of speech.
A free country, though,
then let them rep their shit. Let them not do it, bro.
This country's the opposite of a free country.
Like, ain't nothing free. I gotta pay a mortgage.
Well, nothing free, money wise. Nothing free. Rights
nothing free about my not about my body.
Yeah.
They were rolling back the DEI. Costco though, shout out to Costco. I saw that they were fighting and they was like no. So respect to them. Because Sam's Club and Walmart, they're doing it.
Putting diverse people on a leave or whatever it was is crazy.
It's wild.
Like, that's just...
It's just inappropriate. We teach kids from kindergarten through school. Be nice to your neighbors. Apologize. Hold open the door. Yeah. Where do we go wrong? Where do we go wrong? Because we teach these kids to be nice, to not bully, to blah, blah, blah. And then at some point, it's like 3rd to 5th grade. I think that's when we start losing people.
It's all the, like...
It's what they start picking up on.
See the way parents talk. And that's why it's so important to, like, be a present parent. Teach your kids the things that you believe in so that when you hear other people, like when they hear other kids
but you just said that. You said teach your kids what you believe in. So if you got a parent who's a Trump supporter, they're going to teach your kid how to be a Trump supporter.
But that's their prerogative, though. Like, that's their right to do that. That's why it's important.
Yeah, but then we're just going to keep creating the problem. I think where we need to start and what we need to be consistent with is no matter affiliation, period, race, none of that. Be nice.
Well,
be respectful.
I mean, you would think
we have none of that. We have none of that, though.
But that's not something that, like, we can do. Like, you can teach someone to, like, be nice as much as you want, but, like, it all goes back to, like, how their parents are at home. Well, that's why it's important, like, for schools and stuff. Like, now they're trying to, like, only teach, like, Christian shit in schools. And, like, that's why it's important to, like, not have that, because then all of these kids who are being taught all these different things by their parents don't go to school confused, don't start hating their parents because their parents are saying one thing, the schools are saying another, their friends are saying another thing. Like, it's just confusing for kids. Like, it's
confusing for me, so I know it's confusing for them.
It's not like, and people, like, the whole, like, bringing up, like, transgender just thoughts and ideations in schools is so confusing for kids. That's not the confusing part. The confusing part is when you start to tell your kid that it's wrong, and then they go to school and they see, you know, other people talking about it. They hear other people talking about it like it's normal. That's the confusing part for kids, is when you're at home teaching your children that being gay is wrong, being transgender is wrong, like all these things are wrong, being any religion other than Christian is wrong. That's when it gets confusing for these kids, is when they go to school and they hear, you know, their Catholic friend or their Jewish friend or their, you know, Muslim friend, like they hear all these different things going on with all these different kids. So then that's how they get confused. Like, and it's like, we don't want our kids to be
then
confused.
That's how they start, like, jokingly start, like, bullying each other. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it's all things that we hate that we're still gonna have to do, that we're still gonna have to be around. So womp womp.
Sorry, I got on my little tangent. It just makes me so upset. Like, everyone's worried about protecting children, but it's like all of this like hate and like discrimination, that's what's like messing with children. Mm-hmm. Like that's what's affecting these children. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I believe that is all that we have for everybody. Yeah. Thank you guys again so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Obviously keep sharing, keep like giving us feedback. Like we really appreciate like the little bit of feedback.
Don't forget, share it with your coworker, your cousin, your cousin's coworker. Just keep putting us out there.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. We love you guys so much. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Oh, and sorry, this episode is probably gonna come out way sooner than we thought. Because we're kind of just eager to like get stuff out there. We'll get more on like she's posing for everybody. We'll get more on like a schedule like later on, but for now, we're gonna just kind of post them as we kind of want, honestly, because this is our shit and we can do whatever we want. So, right. Anyways, bye guys. We love you.